Hey guys, welcome back to our live stream and happy Fridays. And congratulations to all of us who has been holding BTC and ETH. We have got BTC ETF approved, and next probably gonna be ETH ETF. And we're heading to a new chapter of crypto. And but we have been seeing BTC price dumping to 43,000. So currently, I'm thinking in the short future, maybe ETH will be outperforming BTC. But let's leave this question to Jay to answer this question in the live stream. And before we get started, I want to talk about our raffle winner last week. So we have been chosen 3 of you who posted trades in our Discord group last Friday during the live stream, and each of you will be winning 10 USDT, and please allow us 5 business days for the reward to be sent to your account. And without further ado, let's welcome Jay to talk about his strategy, his views on the current crypto world, and let's welcome Jay.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope everyone is doing well. Big week for us as we had the Bitcoin ETF, and we'll get into that and this whole craziness in the market that's going on right now. But anyways, what's up, guys? Hey, Scorpions, how are you doing? Hey, Slava. Hey, Kotex. Shout out to Abraham. What's up, everyone? Hope everyone is doing good. Before we get started, drop me a like, hit the subscribe button as always, and we're going to go into it. And of course, congratulations to Humbler, Each Day Counts, and Bozus for winning the contest. We're going to do it again this time as well, so stick around for that. And anyways, how's everybody doing? Hope everyone's doing good on this great Friday. We're finally done with the week and this crazy ETF drama. Yeah, what's everyone doing? And how's everyone's trades been this week? Let me know in the chat. I know Slava's got some trades. Cheers, Humbler. Didn't Humbler win last time? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I don't think he won last time. But he won last time?
Yeah, he won.
So he just won again? Oh my god. Humbler's got that good luck. He's just like, yo, I'm just coming here winning free money. What's up? All right, but anyone, guys, we're just gonna have a casual chat today about my thoughts on the market. And honestly, this whole fiasco that's been going on and this whole drama. And if you guys have any questions, put in the chat. We can just discuss it together here because honestly, this whole thing has been pretty confusing, if I gotta say so myself. And let me share my screen and we'll just talk about it. Just gonna talk about it. Kotex minus 44, dude. Where are you? That's cold as hell. That is like, how are you minus 44? Where do you live, bro? Yeah, Humbler. SEC now mentions ETH, ETF. Basically, that's the whole narrative shift now, right? And Slava asked, what's happening with the market crash? What do you think about it? Wall Street decided they need to protect some of the basement. All right. So yeah, so let's talk about it. Let us talk about it. So, everyone was here. We were talking in the Discord. Like, we got this fake ETF announcement, right? We got fake ETF announcement. We pumped. Oh, where is it? It's over here. It is over here. Oh, it's right here. It's this one little candle. We got the fake ETF announcement right here, and then we dumped to 44.50. So as I said on the live stream, my view is that if we got the ETF announcement, we would be bullish, right? That we would definitely go up. But I believed in sell the news, but I wanted to see how much inflows the ETF was going to get before we decide on which direction to go. So we did get an initial pump when we got the fake news, we got the fake ETF news. But of course, after that came out, it was just a hack. Prices dumped as they should have. And then with this whole choppiness, I guess people are just kind of tired, right? People are just kind of tired. Like, what is real? What is not? We got the fake, we got a fake pop, we got a fake news pop, and then we got a dump, and then we just got a bunch of people washed out for Bitcoin. So then when the real news came, we actually didn't move. So then when the real news came, like around, I think it was like around here, around this area, we didn't really move. We basically didn't do anything. We just kind of like, everyone was trying to see if the news was real or not. And then when after, a little bit, the news was confirmed real, we still didn't really move much. I guess people were just too tired. People were just too out of energy from all this like drama, this back and forth drama, right? And I honestly thought we were still going to take a move up. But we did actually make a move up, but that was, I don't know if you guys know. So that was because of how much volume was traded in the Bitcoin ETFs on the first day. So on the first day, there was a total of, let's say there was a total of 2,127,000,000 volumes traded on the days. That is a 2-day volume. Let me find the 1-day volume. Day one flows, day one volume. Let me find the 1-day volume. Here it is. On the first day, there was actually 4,326,000,000. So that the one before I was showing, that was an inflow. So yeah, there was 4,326,000,000 volume on the first day. So that's that's basically a record for the number of shares traded on a ETF launch. So that's pretty crazy, of course. And because of this news, that is why we actually got the pump to 49K. And when that happened, I was actually feeling pretty bullish. I was like, okay, maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe I'm wrong about sell the news. But because, we went to 49K, this looks very, very bullish. But then as soon as that happened, the next 2 candles, we just sold off. So what is this showing us, right? Why is this happening? So my personal view is that the hype it's just the hype is over. People want to look for the next best thing to trade. Sure, there will be inflows, but there will also be a lot of outflows. So when we actually look at the inflow data that was shared by one of the Bloomberg ETF analysts, the first day inflows, day one flows. Let me find the right chart. Is it this one? Let me see. Day one flows. All right, I think it's this one. Day one flows total like 720 million. So it's actually still pretty good. We predicted the whole year might get like 16 billion of inflows, like totaling like this whole year. And on one day we got 720 million. Of course, that is the first day, so it's going to see the most inflows. But that is pretty good, right? That made me pretty bullish on Bitcoin, personally. Because with more inflows, that means the spot ETF providers have to go buy Bitcoin, and that's obviously buying pressure on the market. Like we were seeing on Twitter, I heard something on Twitter that were like, "Oh, they don't even have enough Bitcoins to sell to satisfy like the whole ETF requirement because they have to go cash settle." To build that AUM for the ETF, they can't just, they actually have to buy at spot. That's the whole point. That's why we're whole bullish on this ETF thing. But I guess like it just didn't match the expectations. People already priced this in. I mean, when we first started this whole ETF news trade, we were at 28,000. So by this point, we're already up 61%. So, that's part of the reason that I guess the news was baked in the end, because after rising 70%, definitely needs to get rid of some of these long positions. People are just taking profits, which is a very usual thing, especially if you're up 70%. Of course, but this candle kind of like faked me out and kind of screwed me up a little bit. not too big of a deal. But this broke above the monthly resistance at 47,000, hit 49, and just retraced back, right? And now we're trading at 43,000. Take a look at the chat. Yeah. So, but one good thing is, right, it feels like after the BTC ETF news got released, and everyone just kind of forgot it and went to the next best thing. So ETH has been like the hated trade, or the hated asset, I could say, right? Because everyone was trying to trade ETH. ETH kept underperforming Bitcoin. But we see as soon as the Bitcoin news got released and Bitcoin didn't dump and Bitcoin kind of just went sideways, all the money kind of flew into ETH, right? So even though we got fake news on the Bitcoin ETF, ETH still pumped on that. So while everyone was against ETH, because you have to be kind of like contradictory, you have to go against the grain, as everyone was trying to crowd into BTC, saying ETH is a bad trade and ETH is not doing well. ETH is not going to do well, right? Because it's the hated trade, more people will. It's more profitable because then a lot of people are mispositioned and on the opposite side of the market. And the whole general consensus that people saw that BTC got approved, so the next thing is going to be ETH, and BTC pumped 70% when basically the news was going to be released, and when the whole market thought it was going to get approved, from 30,000 to 47, it went up 70%. So now for the ETH ETF, it's going to be released in, I think, May. I think the first or the final deadline is in May. Let me look it up. But now that people know what's going on with the Bitcoin trade, people are just gonna rush into the ETH trade, right? Because it's the same thing. Because Bitcoin ETF get approved or is going to get approved, we want to front run the news. We get in at 30,000, run up to 47. Now people are doing the same thing with ETH. And of course, you can see that as Bitcoin is dumping, ETH is still holding up very strongly. So it's just a capital rotation from Bitcoin to ETH. And let's see the ETH ETF deadline date. It is going to be May, I believe. Let's see. This is Ethereum. Let me pull it up and try to find it. So the ETH deadline, next deadline will be, there's going to be one for January 25th. That's going to be one date, but it's probably going to take until May. So May is going to be this final deadline for some of the ETFs. I think it's going to be the same thing. Like January is too early for another crypto ETF. Gary Gensler would turn, if he was dead, he would turn in his grave, right? Because he actually sent out like a warning against crypto the day before this got approved. But the whole debacle was just crazy to me. It seems like a drama, right? Like the SEC is supposed to be protecting us from hackers and from market movements, or the manipulation and things like that. And in the end, what happens? In the end, the SEC is the one that gets hacked, and then that causes market movement and manipulation. It's kind of insane to me what's going on in this market. It makes this whole thing looks like a joke, to be honest. The SEC trying to protect us, trying to warn us about security, and then they don't have two-factor authentication turned on for their Twitter account. It's just amazing to me. I just can't even believe this is happening. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are, though. Were you guys expecting Bitcoin to pump on this ETF release, or were you guys expecting sell the news? Because honestly, my view was sell the news, but I thought at least we will get like one or two updates and then some type of consolidation. I didn't think it was going to be an immediate sell the news. So I personally got that wrong too. Let me know what you guys thought, if you guys got it right or wrong in the chat. I'm curious to know what your thought process, you guys' thought process was as well. And while you guys put that in, but anyway, like Ethereum, honestly, right now for Ethereum on any pullbacks, I will buy Ethereum. This is the trade that's been working out, and as you can see, clear strength. I'm already positioned in Ethereum myself, but I will be adding on dips. And if we look at ETH BTC, this has finally broke over the 0.57 0.57 level. This is a level I've been talking about since like a couple months ago when we just kept making lows. So this time we finally made another lower low, but we finally broke over it and reversed the trend, right? This whole time we've been in a downtrend, this marked by this black line. We basically been in a downtrend, and this black line was resistance, and we finally broke over it. So ETH is definitely going to outperform in the near future. I remember also this trade has been doing so bad. I forgot I even had this on. I had a futures ETH BTC grid bot on, and it was down like, I think it was down like 100% or something like that. How do I look? I look at the details. But I was down like 5%. Yeah, after one day, I'm back in the green. I mean, I don't even care, but like, look, I was down 30. No, let me see. I was down 48%. Oh, it was even worse. I was down 52%, and after one day, I'm now up 10% on this ETH BTC trade. Like, wow, this leverage is crazy. I didn't even know I had that trade on. This is crazy, but yeah. So ETH definitely outperforming right now. I would say buy this on dips. Of course, what we want to see is Bitcoin hold up too. But like, for example, you can trade the ETH BTC pair directly or buy ETH directly. Both works. But for ETH BTC, I buy this at like 56 cents, 55 cents. I mean, not 55, 0.55 or 0.56. That's where I'd be buying this at. Yeah, because this pair is just trading crazy. As you guys saw, I just went back to green in one day on my futures grid bot for that one. Let's see if anyone put some stuff in the chat. As Scorpion said, SEC saying they would protect it. Yeah, water don't get you wet. Yeah, that's funny. All right, so let's see. Do you want to go over the contest rules? I see a lot of people joining, and someone in the chat is asking.
Yes, let's get our raffle started. So it's very simple. You just join our Discord group. The link is in the description box down below the video. And once you join the group, you just post any trades that you make in Pionex and then in our profit channel. And then we will choose 3 of you to win 10 USDT each. And the result will be released probably next Thursday or Friday. And please allow another 7 days to receive the reward. And Jay, you can share the Discord link, Discord group, and show them how to post.
Sure. Let me go find it. I'm using the laptop, so I gotta kind of put this in the same desktop group as that one. Share my screen. Discord. All right, here. All right, this is our Discord. Right? If you guys are not in this Discord, join this Discord. If you guys are Pionex member, or you guys gotta what's it called? Get an account first and then join it. Get a Pionex account first. So just go in the profits Discord channel and show us how you guys did. And if no one shares, then it's very there's actually a lot of people shared last time, I guess. It's very easy to win. Humbler, I think, is won twice already. So if you guys don't post it, it's just gonna be easy one for other people. I mean, that's up to you, right? So just share your profits in here. I will share my profits. Give me a second. Let me find mine. It's trading. Let's see. STX. Let's do this one. All right. I will share mine in here. File. Boom. Arb still doing well. Yeah, so Arb is doing well just because of Ethereum. Arb is basically a leverage play on Ethereum since it's a Ethereum layer 2 application. All right, let's go back to the screen. All right, let me share that. But I'm kind of glad the whole ETF thing is over. You know, it's just been what everyone was talking about. This is the only thing people have been talking about for so long. I'm glad we can finally talk about something else. It's honestly been kind of annoying just because of how everyone's talking about it. The cross AIE, yeah, I think the cross margin grid bot's pretty good. The neutral grid bot's only good if prices don't move at all. Sia is Tokidu is saying you look very where is it? You look very beautiful.
Thank you.
Yo, Humbler's trying to win the prize again. Humble, I don't know if we can let you win again, bro. You've just been winning too much. Someone said he can't find the Discord page. It's in profits. I'm sure.
You need to apply first. Go to apply.
Oh yeah, you gotta apply to be in the Discord first, and then after we approve you, then you can post there. Scorpions, you can make any new trade. You can make any trade, preferably a new trade. But you the boy, and we won't. You can post whatever. Hi, Brian, where can we find the Bitcoin ETF? For the Bitcoin ETF, you got to find it on like American stock exchanges, like trading platforms like Vanguard, Thinkorswim. It's only available in the United States. So if you guys are not in the United States, you probably can't trade it. If you want to look at like the information on the exchanges, like how much it's been trading, you can just like go on TradingView or any of the other platforms. So for example, we want to go look at the BlackRock one. IBIT is the ticker. You go to that one and then you just check it out. And we see 2 days of straight dumping on Bitcoin, which is it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. And then you can like look at the volume information and stuff like that. Like yesterday I traded $1 billion worth, which is like one of the highest for any ETF launch. And then the second day traded, like so far we have traded 500 million. That really screwed with me because we got such good volume, so that means good activity and good interest in the ETFs, right? But then like we dump off. Like my thought for the sell the news was that we wouldn't get as much attention, as much trading as we did, right? And then somehow we still pumped and then we closed. So if you guys look at a daily, this is a very ugly candlestick pattern. This is like an inverse hammer. You guys can see like long wick to the upside and then like a little body. So this is an inverse hammer. And this just means that buyers could not sustain the buying price above the resistance at 47,000. So 47,000 is a monthly resistance level, which means it's very strong and important because it's on the monthly chart. It's just a longer time frame. And then, yesterday we basically got to follow through to the downside today. For Bitcoin, I think it'll consolidate. Maybe we'll hit like 41,000 again, but I don't believe we're gonna hit like 30 or anything lower. To be honest, I think the best case that we want to be seeing for Bitcoin is just kind of like either a consolidation here, or maybe like a breakdown into 39,000, but then a consolidation there. And then we'll just start moving up towards the Ethereum ETF halving interest rate cuts with the United States. So that's the type of scenario that I want to see. But and anything under 39 or 38,000, Bitcoin's gonna look weak, and I'm not gonna be too bullish on it, to be honest. Like right now I'm holding Bitcoin, but if it's under like 36,000, I might temporarily get out. It's that would just look really weak. But right now, Bitcoin looks okay. I think in Discord I said that 43,000, 45,000, we can play like a short reversal trade. And right now it's looking pretty good on the 5 and the 15 minute, or we're holding this 43,300 pretty strong. So right now, looking okay. Looking okay. All right. So okay, you already answered the question. Nice, nice, nice. What's up, Gamer Kill Pro? How you doing? Abraham, I don't think no, I don't think we're gonna be doing a correction back to 24,000. That's like really far away. If we go back to 24,000, then the bull market might just be screwed. That's like too much sell. That's too much of a sell off. There's no specific reason for us to go that low. Usually, um, usually in the Bitcoin like bull markets, we might get like a 30% drawback. But let's see how much to 24,000. Oops, let me do a short. So we got we hit 47 or 49,000 even. And then a 30% pullback from here would be, or 25 would be like 37,000. Right? That made sense. But if you want to see a pullback all the way down to 24, it's not even on the screen. If we got a pullback all the way to 24,000, that would be a 50% drawdown. I don't believe we're going to see that, especially with the ETF being approved and there's going to be more liquidity in the markets. I definitely don't think we're going to be seeing 24,000 again. Brian, when will Bitcoin halving be? It's going to be in April. That's going to be in April, basically. All right. If you guys want me to look at any altcoins as well, let me know in the chat. I'm going to look at how some of these coins are doing. So TIA is doing very good still. Everything else is red. A lot of stuff are red. Okay. Wow. Blur is doing good now. Screw you, Blur. We took so many trades on Blur, and every time it didn't do well. It didn't do like that well. I got stopped out. But then this time it finally started moving up. Blur screwed me. Sui, liquid staking. So I think a lot of there's a lot of flows going into Ethereum and Ethereum ecosystem coins, and that's basically the narrative. And also you can see like Litecoin and I think Bitcoin Cash moving up a little bit. Let me pull it up. Yeah, you can see Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin getting a little bit of pop. So this would be really stupid, but because the boomer population, like nobody trades Litecoin, right? No one trades Litecoin, no one cares. No one trades Bitcoin Cash. It's just like a really old coin, but they're like boomer coins, right? They're so old. But people are trading this and people are getting excited on this because they think that once the Bitcoin ETF gets approved, right, then next is going to be Ethereum, then it's going to be like Litecoin, and then it's going to be like Bitcoin Cash. Basically, all the proof of work coins, except for Ethereum, will be proof of stake now. But basically, they're thinking all the old coins are going to be put into an ETF, and people are just trying to hop in on it early and ride the ETF wave up because people seen that trade works, so they're just trying to copy it. And that's basically why there's some action in like these old coins like Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash. But a lot of what we're seeing is still the Ethereum ecosystem coins. Pros is ripping. I don't know what this does, but it just looks like a choppy shit coin to me. Like Blur NFT in the Ethereum ecosystem. You know, ARB did really well. Today's not doing too good, but so Ethereum isn't either. OP, IMX, you know, they're all these coins are doing pretty well, basing it off the Ethereum trade. Let's see. What is token PLSX? Slava asks. This looks like a DeFi coin? Are we talking about the same thing?
I guess so.
PLSX. Maybe we're not. I'll let Slava answer in the chat later. Sheep, Andre. I'll look at Sheep for you. I will take a look at Sheep. So I wouldn't be trading Sheep or Doge personally. I think it's just too old. There's not enough hype for it. It's already the train is already heavy enough. Like this market cap's what, like $1 billion, right, or more for a meme coin. Yeah, I wouldn't be. Doge and Sheep don't look good just because they're like, I like that. Did you see that? Did you see that little dog pop up? That was funny. The little Shiba Inu pop up. That was funny. But no, Doge and Sheep. I would rather trade stuff like Bunk or Wife because they're like, that's just what's hot. That's what's new. People would rather trade the new thing than the old thing. And there's less bag holders in these as well. Or like Wife, dog without hat or with no hat. Oh, this is dog with hat. My bad. Yeah, so I would rather trade stuff like this more because it's just like hotter right now. Like look at even Pepe, right? Even Pepe's like kind of like last cycle thing. Like Pepe hasn't done anything at all with Ethereum going up. So, it's I would trade more recent coins instead. Brian, I think you're new, but is Bitcoin going to have an effect on the price? Yeah. So I think so. My personal view is that this cycle it might have less of an effect just because we're cutting from like whatever a small like 6 something Bitcoin reward down to like 3. So it's already like small enough that it shouldn't have that much of an effect on it. That is my view, but just because of the expectations of the 4-year cycle and how price pumps every halving, people just I think it might be like a kind of crowd psychology type of thing, where just because it's happened before, it's gonna happen again just because enough people are gonna hop into Bitcoin. And if the price goes up because people are hopping in, then more people will get FOMO and hop in, and it's just going to be a reflexive type of cycle to the benefit of us and to the benefit of Bitcoin. So I think that's what's going to happen. But like a specific effect on it, I don't think it'll be too much on the supply side. So for the miner side, though, yes, once you cut the Bitcoin supply, Bitcoin reward by half, effectively the cost of mining the Bitcoin goes up by half. So miner cost will go up, and sometimes you can see miner cost as kind of a baseline to see the fundamental value of a Bitcoin. Right now, it's around like 30,000 or 25,000 per Bitcoin. If we go through halving, then the cost to produce a Bitcoin is going to be around like 50,000, right? If we're taking the minimum, maybe like 50,000. So if we're looking at that aspect, yes, it might have an effect, right, in the long term. It's kind of like producing coffee. If you're producing coffee at like $5 a pound, you're not going to be selling it for less, or else you're just not going to produce any more coffee. So that's one way, a fundamental way of looking at it. Sol had a big dump. Did they have a big dump? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. It's not, nah, Sol didn't even have a big dump. Sol's chilling. Sol's holding up strong. Yeah, Sol's not doing that bad. It's only down. What is Sol down? It's only down 4%. It's down less than Bitcoin. Sol is not having a big dump. Bitcoin is having a big dump. Bitcoin is crazy. Like that big candle, it's just straight down. Have you guys seen the 5-minute chart? This is just straight down, like from 46,000 to 43,000. It's just straight down, like no bounce. We didn't get above. This is like peak weakness. Look at so the blue line I got. This is 5-minute chart, and the blue line I got is a 9 EMA, right? This thing didn't get above the 9 EMA until it hit the bottom. Like this is just peak weakness, and this did the same thing yesterday too, from 49,000 all the way down to 45,000. It just didn't break above the 9 EMA. This just went straight down. Yeah, I was thinking about selling some Bitcoin at 46,000 yesterday, but then I was like, I guess I'll just hold it. I don't want to like in and out, but I mean, obviously on the daily, it looked super weak. I did not like how Bitcoin looked at all. Yeah. Slava says market is chaining to green. Yeah, thank God we're getting a bounce. We had a big 5% day down today. So, but I would just be careful, right? Because like if you saw yesterday, this is kind of like the same thing where we made a 6% move down, and then we had a bounce on the hourly, and then we kind of just like got rejected once again. Once we hit 47,000, we got rejected again. So today it might be kind of similar. We might bounce back to 44,500, which is the 9 EMA also, and then just kind of go sideways, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Hopefully, we don't continue down, because if we do continue down, we're gonna go to 41,000. Like, I think it might be a pretty easy short if we start just moving down again, just target like 41,000. That would not be good for us, but that is definitely a possibility. And honestly, guys, like nothing is very strong right now. Bitcoin's weak. This could just be a shakeout, and then we just start consolidating again. But all the altcoins are very weak right now. So the market feels kind of off to me. I would only be trading Ethereum. If Ethereum pulls back to like 22,400, I would do a long for sure, and just risk 2,300. I think this is the best trade. Everything else is kind of I don't see anything that's super clear. Unless for TIA. TIA is pretty strong, but I wouldn't be chasing. TIA could go up, right? But I just wouldn't chase. I'm not a big chaser. I bought some TIA on this dip to like $12.50. I actually bottom ticked it because I wanted to go stake TIA for some airdrops. But I got very lucky with this entry. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't be chasing it at 16. It's already up like 30%. Let's see. GoVZ. What's my opinion on RWAs? Do I suggest any specific ones? Yeah. So RWAs, I think are great. Real life use case. A big $1 trillion market. So I think WRAs are great. I will have them in my portfolio for this cycle. The ones I'm looking at are CFG, Centrifuge. And if you're in the Discord, I put the buy prices for them as well. So yeah, I'm looking at CFG. I'll pull up the Discord after. CFG. Also BZZ. I really like BZZ. BZZ, I think it's a tokenization of stocks, and a lot of people cannot access US stocks. So tokenizing them and stuff like that, that's what BZZ is doing. I think TRU is also a RWA one. I forgot. I have it written down. I gotta go look at it. Forgot exactly what it did. I gotta pull up my Notion. Give me a second. Let's see. While I do that, Sia, how do you feel about this ETF news?
TFA?
No, how do you feel about this ETF news? Or the reaction to it?
I feel like maybe hedge funds are like dumping the price for them to like buy low levels, so then they can earn more. So that's one of the reasons why maybe the price dump. But in the long term, I think I don't think the price will go below like 40K, and I think in the long term it will keep rising until halving, I think.
So you think it's gonna go up until halving or go up after halving?
I think BTC will still be like outperforming ETH until halving, and after halving, ETH will like keep outperforming BTC, and we can see a faster pumping in ETH. That's my opinion.
So you think BTC will outperform ETH?
Not outperform, but like so right now we have ETH BTC. The pair is around 0.059 something, but last year the highest point was like 0.0666, and I think before halving we will have a price ETH BTC price lower than 0.66, and probably after halving ETH will the pair will become like higher than the past peak. That's my opinion.
I see. Well, yeah, I mean, I definitely think ETH BTC will outperform. So yeah, I feel like longing ETH BTC on the grid bot is definitely not a bad thing to do. AES, if you trade BTC, trading pairs. Yeah. If the dump is on the BTC pair, then it's just small wick. Yeah, that's true because BTC sucks right now. Yeah, I didn't finish. I guess the GoVZ's question. Let me see. So the ones I'm looking at are CFG, Centrifuge, TrueFi, which is lets investors pool money together. So and let portfolio manager trade it. So that's TRUU. True. Yeah, so that's TrueFi. And then Swarm, SCZ, already talked about. And also, I would actually just trade Link, to be honest, as part of real world assets, because Link is just like the infrastructure layer that connects them all together. Right? So Link, all the real world assets use Link to basically as an oracle to find the prices and to get the collateral and things like that. So Link is going to be important in the whole real RWA story or narrative. So yeah, so just those four I would be looking at. I already bought some Swarm and Centrifuge and also Link. It's all in the Discord, all in the portfolio section. So there is that. Anyone have any other questions, or we're just gonna talk about my thoughts on the market for a couple more minutes? Let me think. Honestly, yeah, I don't think Bitcoin goes under 38,000 or 39,000. I think that's the max drawdown because that's a 20% drawdown, 25% drawdown from 49. And usually Bitcoin has these type of drawdowns pretty commonly during bull markets. So I would say like a 20% or even 25% drawdown to 37 to 39 would be the max we see. And but in the long term, obviously the whole Bitcoin ETF news is very bullish because more inflows, people get access to it. Apparently a lot Vanguard or Vanguard I think still don't let their customers access the ETF. They think it's like too volatile and they just don't let customers trade it. They're hand holding. They're holding their hands in their investment journey, right? But if you guys look here, right, we're getting the MACD. We're getting a divergence on the MACD. So this is a bearish sign right here. The previous MACD is higher than this MACD, and now it's crossing to the downside. We also got a similar divergence on the RSI, right, as well. So, and then we also have this like 3 cycles of TTM squeeze being long, and we just haven't got a bearish signal. So if we get some type of bearish signal here, this is already a bearish signal, and then the MACD is already a bearish signal. So just looking strictly from an indicators point of view, couldn't say that word, we could have like a small drawdown, and that does line up to a pullback to 39,000, which is what I would expect if this continues down. And then consolidation, and we go up. Because, we just been up for so long, and do we really have new money coming in and buying this? Because people who got long, right, they could have been long at 30,000, and they are just been long this whole way up to 47. That's they're holding for a long time. It wouldn't be too crazy to believe that people want to take some profits. INJ and SEI, they have a drawdown. AE said expects Bitcoin and gold to retrace. Yeah, I hope we get a retrace so we can buy more. That's honestly what I'm hoping for. INJ, INJ looks sleepy, had a double top, and now it's just chilling. So INJ already had a run with Solana, and I guess this is more similar to Solana and TIA. TIA is strong right now, but INJ is not as strong. INJ, you can farm for airdrops as well. I don't know why. Maybe TIA has more. Right now, I'm farming TIA for airdrops. So there's a demand on the token because you have to buy the token and stake it in your wallets to get the airdrop. I think INJ has the same story though, but I guess it's just not as popular as TIA. Honestly, INJ is just consolidating. I don't really have much of a view on this right now. Just going sideways. I'll have to see if Bitcoin dumps more and what this reaction to that is. Slava. And SCI. I know SCI is doing good. I completely missed SCI. I guess I called this a while back, but I didn't personally actually take the trade. Of 2, that's a lot. SCI is I can't give you a fundamental view because I didn't really check this one out fundamentally, but I know this is like basically the next Solana. That's what people are saying. It looks like it's in a bull flag right now. So if this breaks out like 75 cents, 76 cents, or 77 cents, my bad, then I guess we could see a continuation up. But this is basically the next Solana from what I've heard, and there's a lot of meme coins on there, like Saiyan, like Super Saiyan. That's a very popular meme coin on there that's been doing really well. So yeah, I mean, this looks good. This chart pattern looks good. If we break out above like 78 cents, I could see this continuing up. I would definitely put this on my watch list. Dip buying wise, to be honest, right now I'm just watching Bitcoin and how it's gonna handle 40 right now, like how it's gonna handle the 43,000 support. If it just like starts going sideways and doesn't dump some more, we can start looking for buying opportunities in SCI and all these other ones. But if it keeps on dumping, then no, like I would just stay put and be in Ethereum right now. JTO. I don't know what JTO does. I gotta get back to you on that one. Ooh, Maker's doing good. I didn't even know Maker was doing this good. Wow, look at that. I haven't touched Maker in so long. So DeFi coin, Maker, we are just testing the bull market support of 2,000 to 179. I would not buy it here just because we're testing a very strong monthly support. Yeah, I wouldn't buy it here. But if Bitcoin chills out and Ethereum continues going up, I know this is a strong Ethereum coin, so I feel like that's probably why people are playing this. Similarly with Blur and ARB, I think people are just playing this because this is a classic Ethereum ecosystem coin. So if Bitcoin stops falling, Ethereum continues its trend up, then yes, Maker, I could definitely see this keep on going up. So if Bitcoin chills out, I would buy Maker at 2,000 or 1,920, 109,050, and then just expect this to continue up, since this is one of these trend following strong coin plays. Similarly for ETH or Blur also, because these are all the strong ETH coins. Right now, the whole narrative is just strong ETH coins. So that's all I would be playing, like OP, ARB, Maker, whatever you just mentioned as well. What's up, Marshall? How you doing? Good to see you, bro. Bitcoin equals gold. Yeah. All right. Cool. Let's see. Is there anything else I wanted to cover? Let me see. Nope, I think we covered everything. But yeah, just know that just keep an eye out, guys, for the inflows to the Bitcoin ETFs. If the inflows kind of die down and there just isn't really much activity on it, then that could be a bad sign, right? We don't want to see Bitcoin fading too much. If it fades too much, then that's just bearish instead of a pullback and a washout. Yeah, so we definitely don't want to see too much of a fade, like 37, 39,000 maximum, and that would be a buying opportunity. But aside from that, like I said, Ethereum is a narrative right now. Everyone's playing the ETF narrative. Let me drill that into your heads. It is strong. So definitely build a position in ETH right now. I'm still going to hold my Bitcoin. I'm not going to switch Bitcoin to ETH, partly because I'm lazy and I just want to hold Bitcoin. But if you guys are really trying to squeeze every bit of alpha out, then yes, you should just probably move your position into ETH on a dip. Cheers, RT. I bet Moscow is so cold right now. how are you doing over there in Russia? What is your ETH 2024 target? My ETH 2024 target would be, let me take a look. It would be, my ETH target for 2024 will probably be around 3.5 to 4K. I think we go back to all-time highs, or basically all-time highs. We don't make new all-time highs, but I think we revisit 3.5 to 4,000, especially after the election and after we start cutting interest rates and getting some quantitative easing in the market from the U.S. Fed. Then I think if ETF gets approved or if this hype picks up and Bitcoin starts dumping, the first target is 3,000 or 3,200 for the whole ETF wave. And then after having towards the end of the year, we get another wave up to like 3,005 to 4,000. That's what I'm predicting for this time around. And what was that? Was there anything else I wanted to? I think I forgot what I was gonna say. But if you guys look at this weekly, Bitcoin chart, it's very, very ugly, right? We had this weekly / monthly resistance at like you can say 45 to 46,000, and then we just get a huge look at this. This is very negative. This is very bearish. We get a huge inverse hammer on the weekly chart.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, does good.
We never had that kind of pattern before.
I mean, we have not often. If you look over here, right, the top of the bull market, we had the inverse, and then over here, this one doesn't really count. But yeah, this one is pretty clear. But of course, we still went up afterwards. But I guess it's more of an early sign. Let's see if we can find another one. Oh yeah, I mean, like over here in the bear market in 2019, we had this huge inverse doji once again, or inverse hammer. I'm regretting those buy the dips. I'm regretting it. I'm scared.
It's okay.
I'm scared. I am scared. Yeah, Tia's going up. Tia's great. Tia's going up. I suggest you guys do some airdrop farming. Tia ecosystem. If you stake Tia, I think you have to stake. There's no rules currently, but you have to stake 1 Tia. Some you have to stake 25. Yeah. So, and if you stake, then the new projects on them will airdrop you their coins for free. If you don't want to like get the price. You don't want the price exposure to Tia. What you can do is just buy Tia, and then transfer it out, and then you just use futures to short Tia, so you're delta neutral. That's what I did for a portion of it. So the ones I longed at $12.50, I didn't hedge, but I longed some more at $16, and I hedged that on my account. Because I just want to do it for the airdrop, to be honest. Let's see. Any last questions before we start the weekend? Yeah, no problem, RT. We can revisit this at the end of the year, or you can ask your question again maybe in a couple months, and we see if anything has changed. All right, I think we will end it there, guys. Thank you guys for coming. And before we leave, just remember, if Bitcoin keeps on going down, everything's gonna look bad. Okay, we don't want Bitcoin to drop that much anymore. And if Bitcoin stops right here around 40,000, 43,000, that's a good sign. And you want to dip by Ethereum. The money is rotating from Bitcoin to Ethereum right now. Ethereum was the hated trade, and now it's the popular trade. So, and from the ETH BTC ratio, there's obviously a reversal. So, our suggestion is to rotate into Ethereum. And yeah, thank you guys for coming. Be sure to participate in the contest and have a great weekend, everyone. And I'll see you guys next week.
Thank you all for coming, and see you guys next week.
Have a great weekend, guys. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.